Welcome back to the Frugal Gardener's Garden. Today is, well, it's a week after Mother's Day, and I'm going to show you how you can plant peas in this. Well, not actually in it, but over top of it. That's next on the Frugal Gardener. Okay, so we're back in the garden again today. It's the third week in May, and it's pretty toasty out here today. And as I said, I have a little problem. When I bought this house, I thought all this was dirt, and it was just basically covered with a layer of dirt. And when I removed it, this is some sort of topping, and I'm running out of space in my garden. I want to plant some peas next to this little guy here, which is not going to be so little after a while. These are hops, and I added another bulb to the ball to the one that I had that was not producing, and hopefully this year I'll make it a little bit better. I'm learning as I go when it comes to that, but that's not the topic for discussion today. Today we're going to work on growing peas. I have leftover dirt, and it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I'm not even sure what's in it. And this is leftover compost. So what you're also looking at is something that should be familiar to you if you watch my channel. On the left, that is the organic garden tone for herbs and vegetables food. So I use this because it's organic. I just recently started using this kelp meal. I don't use it that often, but because this soil really needed some help, I decided to give it a shot. So this is what I did. I basically took everything that I mentioned before: the old soil, the organic vegetable food, the kelp, and some homemade compost, and I basically just stacked this. There's a little pallet behind it. This is a vine that was given to me by a neighbor. I have no idea what kind of vine it is. It doesn't seem to be growing at the moment. If it does, I don't think it's going to do much this year. So I basically stuck it in the ground and planted some soil around it to keep it in place. So today, when I decided to plant the peas, naturally I needed a foundation, something for the peas to go into and for to grow out of, and something for to root. So this is my solution, to just build over top of this, whatever this stuff is here. And since this is a frugal gardener, I'm going to use what I have when I can. And we go through a lot of this tea and had a bunch of these jugs just laying around doing nothing. So I filled them. These are about a gallon a piece. A gallon of liquid, a gallon of water is about roughly 7 pounds. So I filled up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these guys, and you can do the math. But eventually, when this dirt settles, it's going to settle around here. And I try to interlock these. So basically, by doing it this way, it'll hold the dirt in place. The last thing is basically these guys here. I had these tomato cages. Walmart, got a little dirt on this one here. Walmart was selling these guys for $1 last fall. $1 a piece. So I ended up buying 2 or 3 of them. I didn't need them, but I figured at some point I would be able to to put them to good use. And it hit me this morning that I can use these to sort of trellis the peas. So that's what I did. I'm using 2 different varieties. I have planted them already, and I've already watered this. So I'm going to call this project done, but I'm going to show you what type of peas. These are not the ones I used. I decided not to use that brand. I am using, this is the dwarf gray sugar. These only get a few feet high, so I don't want to be overrun by, too many. And these are seeds that I got from Burpee on sale a couple of years ago. These have been in my freezer, so 2017 is the sell-by date. So I've planted these, kind of mix them in together, and it's going to take about 90 days before harvest, but I'll be able to show you guys progress along the way. And that's about it. I'm going to probably end up having to train these as I go, give them the way I want them to go. If necessary, I'll just add more soil. I don't think I need to, but I can easily add another 6 to 8 inches if I decided to. So there we are. This project all together. I had the seeds, not the Burpee seeds. Burpees are a little more expensive, but the other seeds cost me about $1/4 a pack. And the rest of this stuff you see here, the tomato cage, it was $1. I took 2 of those cages and I binded them together. You can see down the line. So they're going to be pretty sturdy. I don't think they're going to go anywhere unless we have like a major storm or something. So I would say all together we're talking about $2.25. That's what this project cost me. So I'm going to keep this watered, keep my eye on it, and in a short period of time we will have peas. So until next time, this is the Frugal Gardener. Thanks for spending part of your day with me, and as always, happy gardening.